All right, welcome everybody. We're gonna scan some film really quickly. I don't have much time because of work and stuff, as you know. We are drinking this beautiful, lovely Gorgonega from Italy, 2020 Veneto. If anybody is interested, you know, nothing like a scanning film and drinking some vino. Give me a second there. Cheers to everybody. We have our setup here. So let me just walk you through it quickly. Definitely this is a must. Glass cleaner. And the reason is that I'm actually using a glass for my scanning. Some people might call it a DIY or whatever you want to call it. But the point here is I wanted to go with the LED panel, which happens to be the Huion. The model number is L4S. For the stand that you see right here, it's an awesome piece from a Photo Republic. They called it a copier, but I think it's a scanner more likely, you know, like it comes with the stand and everything, you know, with the lock and the plate. It's a really good device. You can lock it here, move it up and down. It does have a good sturdy teeth, you know, good base. And over here I'm just setting up so everything is perfectly leveled this way and this way, like that. As you see, it's not the 100%, but you know, that's what we get. This might be a little bit higher, so I will just leave it as is. And my lens here is pretty good, which is very similar to what it is there. I had to add one little, like a little piece of paper, just slide between the camera and the plate, so you know, things can be good. And we're gonna be scanning some large format here. First, to get started, I have these few that I'm finishing up. I already scanned these three. You might have seen it, but I'm missing this one here, so we're gonna go with that one. So I'll just put it right about there for now. Just like that, so you guys can see that. Definitely we want white gloves and a little sip of vino. Like that. White gloves are mandatory. And I also use a couple of these guys. You know, they help a lot. You know, so you can pull things out without touching the film. Just like that. Just at the edge. And then I can pull it by hand. With any film, as usual, you have one side that is more glossy and one side that is more matte. You can also hear it. This one versus this one, it's more kind of resistant. And I usually clean it with my, there seems to be a little speckle here, if you can see, right there. So, we're gonna be going glossy side up. This one up here. The reason it's on these guys is that, you know, this is not any specialty film holder, or a film LED, I should say. What it is that it's a Huion and it's used for just painting and tracing over painting. And what it does is, if you look closely on the film after scanning, it does have a little pattern after the light. So now I have maybe this much room between the Huion and the glass. And that way, you know, I'm shooting at f5.6 on the camera. This is Canon 5D Mark IV with 100mm lens, f2.8 L series. And it will basically focus on here on the grain, and this will get blurry enough because we are close enough for it to be. Now I'm gonna just turn on the live preview, and we would most likely have to, you know, darken things here first. Just like that, as you see, it's not high enough. So I will unlock this, and I'm gonna move this further up. Just like that. I can see where the negative should be. Might be a little bit further out. Just like that, a little bit further. Probably. There we go. We will fine tune that in a second. But what I'm going after here is, you know, I will be cropping here anyway. And let's see how much far away we are. With the live preview, you definitely need more extra batteries, that's just so you know. There. I might slightly move this further down, just like that, so I can move my film there. There we go. And then you can zoom in. And we're gonna be focusing on a grain. And that's a tack sharp image. With this, you always want to make sure that you are on 10 seconds timer. I am at F8. I might actually cut it down to F5.6, and we will see how bright that image gets. The best thing is that I can dial my exposure as I need to. So I'm at 5.6. Should show it to you this way. 5.6. 3/30th of a second, 400 ISO. And we'll take a quick shot and see how we're looking. As you see, the camera is shaking on, and this is not as stable as I would like. You see, anything I do, if I touch it, it is fairly shaky. Even if you press a button, you know, anything like this, it shakes the whole table. So you're gonna give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there is our shot. As you see, it's way too bright. So we're gonna dial our ISO down. Let's go 100. And I will give it one more shot. Let's just double check our focus here. You always want to focus on the grain. You know, it might be hard to see because I have this light turned on, but let's see what's up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And that is a good negative to me. I might maybe go a little bit darker. So what I will do here is I will dial my camera to faster speed. Oh, hold up. Let's go 125th. And maybe it might be a little bit too dark, but we will see. 3, 2, 1, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. And that is looking good to me. All right, one thing I forgot to do, which I totally forgot, we can now do the real exposure with the glass on it. There we have it. So now we have two glasses, one pressing over the other, because obviously it can't be just like that. The film looks good to me. I might be able to just move it slightly as I need to, so you can see the bottom, you know, the top. This edge is more important to me than the top. The bottom edge I need, this is okay. Let's just double check our focus here. And that tends to be pretty sharp. And here we are. Nice. There you go. This is a bow building in Calgary with that face there, and here's a little glass of Garganega. Cheers. All right, I think we have a great negative looking here. As far as info, As far as info, we're shooting a 80th of a second at 5.6, ISO 100, fully raw, you know, good stuff. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention that I'm shooting a custom white balance, and what I did, I literally just took a photo of this LED panel on its own, and I used it as a gray card, because, you know, if the panel, whatever color it is, if I get it as a custom white balance in the camera, which you can do right here, I have to take my, there you go, I have to take my gloves off or not. Custom white balance, you can choose which image you want it from, and I don't want it from this image, that's for sure, I already have it set. But we're shooting raw in case we make any mistakes, so it should be all good. And let's do one more shot over here. So we might just go for one more film and see what do we get. Best part about the, you know, fine art gloves is that you can touch things. Print file is the best. There you go. In here. And I think I had a couple of more, so you can see those too. So we want to get those done. I had two more here that are shown. And by the way, this film that I'm shooting on it's a film that have been discontinued in 2004. It's a Kodak TechPan. So clean it with gloves, you know, just a little swipe. I can see that glossy side is on this side. Basically, the little etching inside, the little etch that you might see right here, that's the top right corner or bottom left corner. So you're gonna put it right there. And you know what, we're gonna adjust where that needs to be. Perfect. Just like that. Covered it up. And let's have a look. There we have it. This is our negative here. So we can open it up a little bit, you know, maybe like a 60th of a second or so. That's looking pretty good. Let's make sure that we are zoomed in where we need to be. So remember, focus on the grain. I might go and turn off my lights here because it's fairly bothering and I can't see my display. So this might be a little bit better. Getting basically this as focused as I can. As you see, it might have been slightly moved. This is probably the best we will get. Look at that size of this negative, man. 4x5 shot on Horseman camera. And here is the shot. Counting to 10. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that is really cool. That is sharp sound. That is some sharp details. Anyway, I will keep shooting here, you guys, and thanks very much for joining me. And I will check you later for some results.
Sorry, I'm fucking frozen. I couldn't stay there. I tried.